before I proceed with this video, I understand some of you just want to skip ahead and look at the skins right now. Well, look in the description, look at all the chapters, so you'll see it's all provided to you. Maybe a skin's caught your eye and you want to instantly look at it. Well, go ahead, I'll provide it to you. So first of all, let's just give you a quick explanation with the event. As you can see here on the twitch.facepunch.com website, it'll be linked in the description. You can go look at it right now, because I do believe when this video is uploaded, this website should be updated and you'll be able to see all the brand new fancy job skins. But of course, a proper showcase of all the skins will be showcased to you in a second, don't you worry. But of course, make sure you're signed in, make sure your Steam account is connected to a Twitch account, and you can watch anyone streaming Rust over the course of, I believe it would be the 24th to the 31st. Double check and find out in here, right? Because I'm not sure what specifically will be the time. But of course, all 6 skins, they are general. You can watch anyone streaming Rust. It's that easy. Just watch someone. You could just walk away if you so wish. You can watch me if you want to. Just saying, you know, it's up to you. My Twitch link is in the description to say. But anyway, you get the idea. So it's going to be super easy. And the skins that we're going to get for absolutely free, I think you're going to appreciate them. I think you're going to like them, and I think we should go in game right now and get a good quick look at them. Good day, Ruskin Jewers. Hope you're alright, because it's time to showcase some absolutely wonderful looking Twitch drops right here in front of you. And let's just avert our eyes from my lovely self there and take a quick look at all of these skins that we'll be showcasing. So you may recall quite some time back, the first unveiled skin was the Sheepman at Obador. I made a short video of that. So many people have been like itching, clamouring for that to finally be released. But don't worry. It's just around the corner, July 24th. Oh yes, that can be yours. I'm not sure how much time you're going to need to be able to get that, but it won't be hard. It's a general skin, and I'm pretty sure you're already watching streams on, you know, Twitch. So, okay, fair enough. But it does look ever so nice. A Bachelor of Fire and Ice. Oh yes. Now, to the left, you might notice we also happen to have the small box, a nice and tasty looking chicken in the microwave. Ooh. We have the very nice and noticeable Jackhammer, a lovely looking display on that rug, the MP5, and a wonderful looking aquatic fridge. Now you might sit there and say, wow, these are some very nice looking skins. But what if I were to tell you this isn't all of them? What we're going to have is an extra special charity skin that will be available in the Rust store as of July 24. Now I don't fully know when or how long it will be available for, but if it's like any other charity skin, it'll only be available for that limited time, and once it's gone, it's gone. You will not be able to trade it. You will not be able to list it on the Steam market. So take that into consideration. But also be aware that all proceeds from the sales of that skin will be going towards the chosen charity that this event is helping out. But what charity is it? And here we are on the Tiltify page, which of course will be linked in the description. But yep, so far, over $2,600 have been raised, and the event hasn't even started. Of course, the goal is to raise over $20,000. Now, if you were to consider donating, you potentially could win a free VIP pass. And let me tell you, they're pretty pricey. But if you get a VIP pass, you could just instantly skip the queue and enter the event for the Global Warfare free event. So, alright, cool. Yep, if we could just scroll down, you can see many people have donated. This is updating. Scroll down a little bit more there. You can see the people that have donated the most. That's very nice of them. Thank you very much to everyone who has contributed. What's it all for? What's all the funds going towards? That'd be for Hope for the Day, which is a non-profit movement which is helping people in regards to mental health education. I'll link their website in the description as well, and you can go give that a good look and understand what, you know, all this is for. And so that, shall we now proceed and take a look at all the brand new Twitch drop skins. And what do we have right here in front of us? Well, that happens to be the Sheepman at Obador. Now, as I said a little bit earlier, this was the first unveiled skin. We've been aware of this for about a month now. Ever since I've, first noticed it, I made a short video of it, put it on TikTok, put it on YouTube, and so many people have been sitting here and saying, wow, this is a work of art. When's it available? Loads of people have been asking, when can we get this? I want it, I need it. I can't believe we're getting it for free. So as you can see, we have a dragon of fire fighting a dragon of ice. An eternal battle. It's like Global Warfare 3. Wow. But yeah, you got to appreciate the little self-insert there from Mr. Fancy Orb. So let's just have ourselves a nice little pan around. In a bit of shade, you'll notice it stands out quite nicely. Does it happen to glow in the dark? Ooh, well, we better go get a good look at that then, won't we? So, with that, let's just pull back a bit and turn off the, the sunlight with the lights on. Does it happen to reflect that much? Well, if I get a little bit closer, no, it doesn't seem very reflective. Still a very nice piece of art though. But the main question you're probably asking is, how does that look at night time without, all the lights off? Is it noticeable? Do you like what you see? It's super bright. It's a lovely looking glow-in-the-dark sheet metal double door skin. So feel free to comment below. What do you think? Are you a fan? Maybe I could pan away a bit and you'll notice that, yeah, that's very noticeable from many, many distances in which you can also appreciate it. So yep, you could get that for absolutely free. All you got to do is just watch anybody streaming Rust on Twitch. You could watch me if you want. It's up to you. But yeah, are you looking forward to this? Because overall, in the likes of 2025, we really haven't had that many sheet metal double door skins. Compared to 2024 at least. Yeah. But that for absolutely free. Could you think of another skin that you feel like you appreciate more compared to this from like last year? Because I've got to be honest with you, I don't think I'll be seeing that many comments. So with that, you now go ahead and get a good look at the next skin. Right, now it's time for a bit of a funny showcase, so let's get to it. Come on, slide over to here, and what do we have right here in front of me? Why, it's the fancy old fridge. Yes, get a good look at that. Quite shiny, very nice and stylish. It's quite opaque. Yes, it is. It's very opaque. It's an image of a lovely looking fish tank as a fridge. But this isn't the actual Twitch drop. No. I'm sure you probably figured it out. Quite some time back, I actually had Fancy Up message me. He was curious about wanting to, design a brand new Twitch drop. Kind of got the idea that, it's going to be another batch for this. A brand new Global Warfare event. In short, he wanted to explore some cool designs, such as, getting a nice cool looking fish tank made. So as you can see here, this must have been like their first thought. But they were curious. I brought up to their attention a pretty cool looking design for a fridge of the past. You may recall that Christmas snow globe design from a couple of years back. Very nice and transparent. Looked very cool. Well, Mr. Fancy Up clearly took inspiration because he developed ideas. Oh yes, indeed. And so let's now move over and get a good look at this. His idea, it evolved. He thought he could do better. He thought he could take it up an extra level. So get a good look at that. Now, you're probably sitting there and saying, wow, that's a very cool looking fridge. I'll happily have that in my base. This isn't the fridge either. So, let's just quickly get a good look at that. So, his plan, his idea, it evolved even further. What we have now is translucency on the walls, so that we can actually still see through it. We've got these extra reeds and the fish all on the sides as well. Kind of give it a bit more of like depth, if you know what I mean. Like, stands out quite nicely, looks as if it's like all nice and filled in. That's looking pretty cool. This fish is giving me the eye. What are you up to? Huh? Suspicious little thing there. But as you peer in, you'll notice many more fish, seahorses, a shark in the background. You look down. Oh, look, there's treasure and there's crabs and whatnot. That's looking pretty sweet. So yeah. What are your thoughts in regards to this? Because you're going to get this for absolutely free. Just watch anyone streaming Rust on Twitch, and this could be in your inventory pretty soon. Maybe, just a few hours. We'll find out, won't we? Now, I know a lot of you might bring up and say, well, have we had quite a lot of fridges this year? Yeah, we did have the update. And, well, since then, fridges have become a whole lot more prominent because, of course, food spoils now. We have seen quite a lot more, acceptances. As I pan around here with the lights on, get a good look at the reflection, get a good look at the design, and of course I should showcase this, during the day. Now I'm not sure how many of you are going to put your fridges outside. I mean, that might be a bit questionable, but get a good look at that shine there. Look at that. Oh yes. So overall, yeah, what's your opinion? I'd love to read your comments, so feel free to go ahead, go do that if you wish. But could we start seeing a lot more skins, or fridge skins, with a bit more transparency and translucency? Got to make sure there's a difference. Have some nice creative designs in the future. Alright, so overall, I hope you like it. Let's just pan around the back. Let's pan around on the top as well. Doesn't appear to glow in the dark there. No, so, okay, cool. We understand. We see it. Mr. Fancyub, lovely piece of work right there. And so with that, shall now go ahead and talk about the next skin. Get a good look at that. Nature. The world we live in, quite beautiful. It doesn't surprise me. Fancy Up thought, you know what? I should go ahead and make a lovely looking rug design of the entire world we have a very nice looking map design here on a rug. Get a good look at that. Are you impressed? Do you like it? I will sit here and say this. Why does it look like it's kind of made out of sponges? Other than that, hey, you know what? I think a lot of people greatly appreciate having that in their wall and their base and whatnot. Does look very nice. Does look very cool. And you know what? You can still put it on the floor. Nothing wrong with that. So you're probably now sitting there wondering, well, Hedge, it looks nice. It looks pretty, but does it stand out nicely at night time? Yes. Yes, it does. Get a good look at that. A very nice, bright and noticeable rug that you can have inside your base for absolutely free. So, do you like? Are you a fan? Feel free to comment below. And let's now go ahead and showcase the next skin. But, do you smell that? It smells a little bit odd. Smells a little bit, oh. There you go. Well, as an Englishman, I will sit here and say I do respect the wonderful various different ways in which people cook their food. Whole chicken in a microwave. Yeah, I'm sure 3 minutes will be enough. So, yes, over here we have a very interesting, very nice looking design. We had the cooking update not too long ago. We saw some very interesting skins being produced. And let me tell you, I have seen quite a lot of attempts for microwaves as small box skins. I can assure you now, Mr. Fancy Orb, he's the first one. First one to actually get theirs in-game. And here's this little bit of branding. So, yep, there you go. But yeah, would you try a whole chicken that's been microwaved? Would you risk it? But I do know for a fact a lot of people would greatly appreciate that inside their base. Role players, you're eating good, metaphorically. We'll go with that. Yep, okay. So, nighttime with a light right next to it. It's not that reflective. Not really. Yeah, okay, well, still bright. And of course, to truly, you know, appreciate the glow in the dark, we need to turn off all the lights. That stands out very, very nicely on all sides, as you'll notice. So, what do you think? Do you like? Are you a fan? And just to clarify, I should probably point out, whilst this lights up a fair bit, it's not super noticeable. So yeah, okay, fair enough. But overall, it's still a very fun, cool looking design that I'm sure a lot of people are going to like. So, what other things are you going to cook inside that, Well, feel free to comment below. With that, shall I move on and talk about the next skin? Here's that wonderful wildlife, the wind blowing and whatnot. Ah, it'd be a shame if something were to interrupt this lovely sound. Oh, look, a jackhammer. So, over to here, we have ever so nice looking fancy up jackhammer. Looking ever so nice, bright and blue. I wonder why he chose that colour scheme, I wonder. But yeah, listen to that wonderful sound, the lovely environment, and oh, there you go. Ta-da! Right, so let's get nice and close. Get a good look at that. And do you like? Over the past, couple of years, we've had, a good couple Twitch drops already? But are you impressed with this one? Just don't forget, you can get this for absolutely free. Yeah. Alright. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, that's very bright and blue. It's going to be a glow-in-the-dark skin, isn't it? Well, I don't think you need to worry because it doesn't glow. It does appear as if it glows, but I can confirm to you, no. No, it does not. So, once again, right up to it. And as you can see, no. So, okay, fair enough. Let me hold this back in my hands again. Give another quick look, yes. And of course, nighttime once more. So, at the end of the day, people aren't going to probably see you very easily. But of course, at night time, they're still going to hit you, so yeah. Right then, so with that, shall I now move on and showcase the next skin? Oh, that appears to have shrunk. It's for good reason, because I want to make sure that we get enough space to be able to showcase the skin very, very nicely. But first of all, I need to do a little bit of a comparison. For what we have right here is the standard MP5. A very nice weapon that I'm sure many of you have appreciated over the many years. But of course, from here on now, you might want to consider using this skin. What we have right here is the Fancy Orb Twitch Drop MP5. Nice bright and blue. Starting to notice a bit of a pattern here. But yeah, you get a look at that. A lovely bit of transparency right there in front of you. Now, quick little comparison. You look here. And then you look here. Yeah, that's looking very nice and useful. So, okay, fair enough. Very useful red aim sight, which should stand out very nicely in most environments, depending if you get some good lighting. Yep. But I know a lot of people are going to ask me, Hedge, how does this compare to the Heatseeker MP5? So I'm doing this because I know people will ask. But at the very least, you'll notice that yes, this does have more transparency, but this also costs money. That's one bit of a problem with this, and who knows, as time goes on, this very likely might be getting more and more expensive. I know it had a lot of sales, but we'll see how it is. Anyway, back over to here. Here is the Fancy Orb Twitch Drop, and here is the Heatseeker MP5. So, does that amount of transparency really make that much of a difference? This one right here, of course, is going to be given away for absolutely free. Now, some of you might also be asking, hey, Hedge, does this happen to like glow in the dark or anything? I can confirm to you that no. From what I see here, it does not appear to glow in the dark. But one thing we can check is, does this have some good night light? Can you see that pretty easily? I can see it. It's pretty noticeable. So let's now go into compare to the Heatseeker MP5. With its coloration, it does kind of stand out quite nicely at night time as well. So, okay, fair enough. And of course, let's go whip out the standard MP5. So from here, yeah, what were you expecting? So back over to here, snap. Let's go give this a good look on third, in third person. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Feel free to comment below. And with that, shall now go ahead and showcase one final skin. But what exactly could it be? We're about to find out. So, the charity skin. I have to be careful with my wording here. But basically, this might not be the 100% definitive finished design. If it is, and the video has been uploaded, I'll make sure to clarify that in the chapter, alright? So if you could go look at the chapters now, go see. If it's 100% approved, I'll make sure of that. But if it wasn't, I'll have to clarify that, alright? So, let's go ahead and take a look at what is proposed to be the charity skin that will be available in the July 24 Rust store. It is this wooden door over here. So I made a point and an effort to point out, like, where's all the, funding going towards. As you'll see here, you've got the slogan, Hope for the Day. It's okay not to be okay. That's very nice and cute. You may notice we have some transparency. Yeah, you can see the clouds through that little window there. That's looking pretty cool. And what actually happened was, Mr. Fancy Orb, he showed me an earlier version of this. And he was saying, do you reckon a lot of people would approve of that? Do you reckon a lot of people want to chase after a wooden double door? And I'm like, bud, we've only got like 8 skins. This is rarer than cheap metal double doors, for example. But of course, you don't always have like all the resources and whatnot to make a whole bunch of garage doors and sheet metal double doors. At some point, I think a lot of people probably need to just put down some wooden double doors just to fill in the space. But of course, as your base evolves and whatnot, yeah, you get the idea. But I was talking to him and I was like, you know what? You want to make sure you could get some extra sales in, because this also happens to glow in the dark. Why not consider offering just, a little bit of transparency in the bottom part? I was looking at the cute little smiley face, the cute little drawn flower. Why not add like a transparent heart hole? And well, what do you reckon? I think a lot of people might like that in jump ups and whatnot. And don't you worry, I'm going to showcase that to you in a second. So let's go ahead, pan around, get a good look at that. Very nice. Do you like the design? Are you a fan of it? Feel free to comment below. And of course, let's now showcase this at night time. First of all, with the lights on, just to confirm it does light up quite nicely. Get a good look at the wood. Yep. Reasonably nice and shiny to a point. Cool. Alright then. But how does it look in total darkness? And so that, yeah. Very noticeable. Very bright. So, yeah. Here, go look at that. A perfectly fine charity skin that I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate, and I'm sure a lot of people will love. So, do you like what you see? I don't know what the price is going to be. That I cannot confirm. But if it's going to be like other charity skins of the past, it might cost probably $5, maybe even $10. But I don't actually know what the price is. But just remember, all proceeds do go towards the charity, which of course we mentioned earlier, and you can see on the Tiltify link, which of course is linked in the description. But should we actually go ahead now and quickly look and see how useful it is as a a jump up? Oh, I should stop dancing. Right, there you go. The jump ups. As you can see here with the way I built it, you can see the transparency there, the little gaps, the heart, you have little gaps. Now if there's some sort of nefarious naughty individual, you'll probably be able to spot that they're hiding there with their very smelly feet. Oh yes, oh yes. So I hope the showcase there was insightful, nice. Hope you got a good look at that skin. And overall, for the whole video, I hope it was nice, concise, and straight to the point. I know I like to sprinkle in a little bit of details in regards to certain skin acceptances and whatnot in the air. I am Hedge. I'm always talking about investments and whatnot. Go ahead and take a look at my actual YouTube. But in regards to that, you really have to consider if you want to go ahead and buy it. Because once it's gone, right? You cannot buy it afterwards. You cannot trade for it afterwards. With the transparency, if it does get allowed, again, choosing my words wisely, not 100% yet confirmed, but if it is, it will be clarified in the chapter. Are you going to miss out with that potential transparency there? With this nice glow-in-the-dark design? You can offer your comments, your own opinions. Let's go ahead and look at the Tiltify one more time. Whoa, hold on. Hey, how you doing? It's me from the next day. I reviewed the video and I realised I didn't make that much of an emphasis showcasing the head height transparency in this wooden double door. So, well, let me just take control. I must stop dancing, for I have important business to tend to. Get a good look at the somewhat easy to see through holes. Yeah, it's not like super clear, but you do get just enough to be able to see through to acknowledge that there's someone naughty out there. Some nefarious individuals. So yeah, what do you reckon? I can still see through it? Well, if things were bright, it probably would help. But yeah, as you can see, as you can acknowledge, the transparency there should be able to help you out. Just make sure you build in an area where it's a bit bright outside. Now over to here, if I could just quickly showcase this as well. I put some mannequins down, and for how you might utilize this in your builds, you can clearly see the transparency is helpful. I can tell there's someone right here, and I can tell someone's just standing right there. If I just open the door, there you go, point made. Nefarious Willy Boots salesman. Get away. So, that, let's now go ahead and take a look at that Tiltify. And so, that's that. Global Warfare 3 is raising funds for a charity. Yes, the charity skin might cost some money, but it's all for a good cause. I just noticed someone's just donated an extra $5, so thank you very much to whoever that was. Much appreciated. But yes, it's all an effort to raise funds for Hope for the Day. Sometimes people just need to be able to sit down and talk. It can help out a lot, right? So once again, website will be linked in the description for this video. And consider the wooden double door charity skin, right? All for a good cause. A nice and helpful, beneficial skin that I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate in their base. And whilst I'm here, I'd like to sit here and say thank you very much to Fancy Orb. Was not expecting him to randomly message me one day on Discord and say, hey, could I get your opinion? And then, of course, it leads all the way to over to here. But yeah, he asked for my opinion. I gave him some thoughts. I connected him to some skin creators that made some pretty interesting designs that he was interested in. And now he's got all these very nice Twitch drops all figured out. All readily available for you to pick up. And don't forget, they're all general skins. You can watch anyone streaming Rust on Twitch, and you can get those skins for absolutely free. Now, if you want to, you can watch me if you want. I'm actually taking part in the Global Warfare 3 event. I'm in the UK. We're going to be mainly silly and making some fun builds and whatnot. So if you just want to chill out, relax, and get those Twitch drops, hey, I welcome it. So once again, thank you very much to Mr. Fancy Orb, and props to you. There are some very cool looking designs. Thank you for, asking for my opinion, and I really do hope it all works out quite nicely. And to everyone who watched, I hope the video was, nice, concise, straight to the point. I hope you got a good look at all the skins. I hope the comparisons I did and showcasings was helpful. I hope you're looking forward to all of them, anticipating now. It's just around the corner, don't you worry. Yeah, that is a wrap. So, thank you very much for watching the video. Catch you all later. And goodbye.